So I saw someone complaining about the Drizzle season trailer on Twitter, which is how I know that there's a Drizzle season trailer. So my policy with this sort of thing is not to try and create expectations for myself, not to like try and fantasize about what we're going to get, because that's the way that you disappoint yourself. Whereas if you don't expect anything and then all of a sudden you're like, oh hey, there's a really easy video for me to make today. I'm good, right? I'm chilling. I'm fine with this. So let's see what we've got here. Got some cranes. Okay. Shoot. This is, a Splatoon 1 map, question mark? I didn't play enough Splatoon 1 to know. Ooh. Okay, no, it's just a new stage. Crableg Capital. It looks very similar to some other stages. I'm jamming to the music, though. Okay. It's like a two-shot slosher. Ship Cargo Company. I'll watch through the whole thing and then I'm gonna go back. Heavy edit. Splatling. Okay, so it looks kind of... Ooh, okay. You can turn your baseball cap backward now. Whoa. As silly as that is, and as easy as it was for them to implement, I'm sure, people are probably excited about that. New work suits, nice. New table turf cards, of course. I'll have to go and take a look at all of these. Okay, that I'm down with that challenge. So, hold on. Was that extra swim speed? That's extra swim speed. I literally called for this. I literally predicted that one. Wait. I predicted this one too. What the heck? Go watch my extreme jump battle video. I was looking for like, hey, make everyone's swim speed really fast. Or make the Rainmaker fire like a booyah bomb. This is like the same thing. They like watched my video and put all of those in the game. That's insane. Oh, that's so cool. We got like hang gliders going all over the place. Beautiful background. Holy moly. Okay. Missed. 9-1. Okay, so that is 2 weeks from now. Okay. Let's do deep dive now. Because there was a lot I had to just kind of move past quickly to watch that all the way through. Yeah, okay, cranes. So, we get a better view of the stage later. Still get a better one later. Got some swim goggles coming back in. You love to see it. Okay. This is a pretty good view of it. So, what do they have against the stage having corners? Well, what's their problem with that? This... Okay, so the bridge over the top looks like there's just no cover at all. So, I guess maybe you can hop up here? Yeah, it looks like you can go jump, and be up on top that way. So, it might be a relatively safe bridge for, like, a splatling to get up on top of, and be able to look down through. But it's not going to be safe for most weapons to be up there at all. Go through mid, Can you drop through there? Like, is this traversable at least? I need to see the height of it. Oh, it's hard to judge. If you can, like, move from ground level down into these pits to go around, then it's at least... Oh, here we go, here we go. So there's a ramp up out of there on the one side. So the ramp on... So this goes up backwards. So this goes up backwards here. Oh, so you can't go down here and use this as a shortcut. Is there a rail you can use? There'd be a rail here, but it goes back towards mid? Or something? Maybe it goes up to here? I don't like... If this wall here were small enough that you could, like, jump up, I guess you can probably jump from this little square here, huh? So it's like the mahi-mahi jump. That's still not great. I just wish you could traverse this... Or, wait, is this wall paintable? If that wall's paintable, that's huge. Okay, this is a better look at it. I still can't tell. If this wall right here can be painted, so you don't have to jump from this block to get across, then I'm okay with it. But this is almost mahi-mahi, or not mahi-mahi, this is almost mincemeat in terms of your ability to get through mid. The only thing saving it from that would be these areas being a relatively good way to go from here to here. You know, a way to get around mid. Even then, it's at best going to be like Hagglefish. And I don't think it's even going to be that safe, because it seems a lot more visible. These walls are not nearly as big as they are on Hagglefish. So, I don't know. This is looking like another one of those Splatoon 3 maps. It's like, what is the point of all this grading? I can't imagine they're going to put the Rainmaker goal, like, up here or something. So that you have to, like, get up here and walk all the way across the grates to get there. The grates are just there as a feature in mid. They're not necessary to traverse. I wonder if you can get up there from, like, spawn somehow. Oh, from here, maybe? Maybe if this is paintable. I can't tell whether these walls are going to be paintable or not. But maybe if you can, like, swim up here, that would be a thing. So it's like, it maybe gives you some backline positions, but I can't imagine that a frontliner trying to push across mid is going to want anything to do with this stuff. If anything, those grates are going to make it more difficult. And unlike on Mincemeat, this doesn't feel like a structure that's actually going to help something like a Tentabrella. Like, that's one thing that I kind of like about Mincemeat, that, hey, at least Tentabrella works there. Like, you have a use case for this weapon that you can't really run everywhere. So that's kind of neat for it, but it feels like this is going to stall out pretty hard. Oh, wait. Oh, no, this is a feature in Spawn. This is a feature in Spawn. Okay. Wow, this is a dead end. Why is this such a dead end? You drop down here as the defending team, and you're at a disadvantage against someone who's trying to lock you out. Why is this wall not paintable? Why is this wall not paintable? Why is this on low ground? Like, this is just completely in favor of the team that's pushed this far up and locking out. And that's not what you want to give them when you're this deep into the map. Like, if you push all the way up to here, so, like, there's only one tier higher to get for the enemy spawn than what you're interacting with, like, once you've got that far in, the game shouldn't be making it easier for you to hold. Like, you shouldn't, as a roller, be able to just kind of shark here and be really safe. I guess maybe they're figuring if you're a sharking weapon and you're trying to retreat, it's harder because this area right here isn't a ramp. I don't know. It... I guess it'll probably function kind of similar to the right drop off of Scorch Gorge. I'm not super impressed by this. I don't think that this is... all of the same problems of Splatoon 3 map design are present here. Just not enough ways to get through mid, too narrow, too easy to lock out. The problem with this angle, I'm trying to see if this part is paintable. It kind of looks like it because it's made of wood, but the angle that they're sloshing at, you actually can't tell. Okay, let's take a really close look at this slosh. Okay, so there are two sloshes, one right, one left, I think. And it seems consistent that that's the direction it's going in. So you actually kind of have to swing from right to left, excuse me, from right to left a little bit. If you want both hitbox, or it would be from left to right if you want both hitboxes to land on the same spot. Or as you're like tracking someone that's moving from right to left, you can just slosh and the first part will hit them and then the second one will also hit them. It's interesting that it's consistently like right to left too. So like, even if someone were standing still, you would still want to be moving from left to right to track them. It's a weapon that like will consistently miss the second hitbox if you just keep your aim in the same place. It demands that you move from one direction to the other while you're sloshing. Seagull! Very important. Okay, ship-shaped cargo company. Do we get a good shot of this? This is not one. This does look wider. Man, we did not get a good shot of it yet. Heavy edit splatling. This looked shorter range. Okay, this is a better view of the stage. It's wider. How long is it? They're kind of setting up mid to be this, like, total no man's land here. There's this block, and that's it. That's all you've got. And then you've got, like, all of these high ground positions. What is this? Is there a way to get up there from the back? Okay, yeah, they can climb up from, at least on the side, probably from the back, too. But this just feels like a map that's going to stall like crazy in mid. You've got all this high ground and like no safe way to approach it through mid. It's very short, I guess, and maybe you can try and flank around this side. This flank right here is going to be really important, assuming there's some way to get over here, which I can't see super well from here yet. Because they're over here, so we can't see this ramp off to the right. But how is there water here? Is there water? So you have to go like out and around and come back to get into this ramp? That would be annoying. But yeah, Crab Tank goes crazy on this map, from what I'm seeing. Zuka also. They're just like, I don't know how you get from here out to here without winning a pick somehow with specials. It feels a lot like how Mahi Mahi works, where you just don't go into mid. You use specials first, you get a pick, and only then once it's clear do you go into mid. So that looked like about the max range of this. This looks like it has less range than the heavy. It's kind of like a more accurate mini from what I'm seeing. We get a better view of what's on the left, so I'm going to back up and see here. Okay, so this drops into low ground. So you could drop here, maybe use like this, the ceiling of this as cover as you move around this way. Oh, but there's a grate here, so people will still be able to just stand up here and see that. I just don't know how a frontline weapon approaches this map at all, is what I've seen. There's like nothing for them to hide behind. It's funny how they're showing off this feature, with literally just the baseball caps. Like, is this the only gear you can adjust right now? Okay, so Salmonid Smokeyard is back. I don't know what the like competitive Salmon Run players thought about this map, but I always liked it. Definitely don't mind having it back. Although, if it was a disliked map by the overfishers, then they actually don't like that it's in the rotation now because it's taking up a slot that could be filled by a good map, so I don't know. New work suits. Oh, they've got camo! And polka dots! I want the polka dot. Oh, wait, it's showing the cards. I was like, wait a minute, there's already a sloshing machine. I remember this because in the table turf video, I was including the sloshing machine in the deck, and I was like, wait, this looks similar, but this is the reverse image, and they only do that for new kits, and then I was like, oh, wait, look, there's a blue GooTuber now, which is why it was in the trailer. I'm very smart. They've done this every single trailer. Like, they teased all of the new kits in the table turf cards, and I just, like, didn't look at it. Okay, so GooTuber, sloshing machine, we knew about heavy edit, we knew about dredge slosher? Dread Ringer, that was what it was, Dread Ringer. So the new Octobrush kit, about time. And finally, we get a new Dynamo. I'm not even, like... It's gone on for so long that it's not even like, yay, new Dynamo kit. It's like, it's about frickin' time. Let's see, do we have any hints about what the gold Dynamo kit is going to be from the footage? There was a Dynamo in the gameplay footage. Let's see if we can spy that out. Dread Ringer. So we're looking at the Bloblobber and the Tri-Stringer. The Dynamo's out to our back left, but we can't see it. So there's the Octobrush. Here's Dread Ringer. There's the Dynamo out to the right. We don't really see them using their kits. We're just seeing them firing. They're literally standing in place, just vertical flicking. This is like, they handed the controller to some member of the team that doesn't really play, and they're just like, press this button and then this button. That's all you gotta do. Just look out in that direction, press this button, then this button. Okay? Okay, cool, you're an extra now. Like, making them easy targets for the heavy edit Splatling, so it looks stronger, because they're not missing shots. Oh, and there they had to do a swimming jump swing, so... Gotta give them more credit. Gotta give them more credit. Alright. So, that was the first set of table turf cards, I think, all the way through. Yeah, we saw all of those. Okay, and then next, oh, there is a new Tri-Stringer, okay. And that's the same shape that it was before, just inverted, like they tend to be. Looks like there's going to be a new Bloblobber kit. It's turned upside down, but you can see there's some new detailing on it. Horrorboros, with a big goofy grin on his face, like, hey, I'm going to spit a booyah bomb at someone. 17. And we've got Kohazuna as well. Looks like that might be a decent, I don't know. It's probably pretty easy to attack, though. This one might honestly better if the point isn't to activate the special point. Is that a new Splatbrella? I think it is. Or is it a new undercover? Probably a Splatbrella, because it's got the detail on the outside. But we've never seen a Brella that was this color before. So, I'm not sure 100%. I want to say Splatbrella, though. That could be interesting. It's not, the main weapon is still not in good shape at all. But maybe a new kit does something for it? We can hope. And then a new ballpoint kit. This might be the biggest deal out of the bunch, because that is a weapon that's seeing a lot of use. Has this just been too loud the whole video? No, it's been good. Okay. Whoa, wait. Oh, right, that was the ancient thing. Okay. But yeah, new ballpoint kit could be massive, depending on what they put on it. Or it could just be, oh, well, we should just use the vanilla kit because it's already one of the best weapons in the entire game. I'm sure the ballpoint players don't mind having extra options anyway. Okay, so this is going to be fun. Yeah, they're all just using their main weapons in these shots. I'm looking to see if there's any of the kit being used, any, sub-weapons, special weapons, anything. I think they're being, like, very specifically sure not to reveal those so that they have something to reveal with future marketing. That looks insane. I want to see how that goes. Imagine if this Rainmaker fires like the Tri-Stringer, where if you jump shot, it goes vertical for like 3 in a line instead of 3 out in a horizontal line. That'd be nuts. But it doesn't look like that's the way it works. Okay, so this has a rail going up to here. So as the attacking team, how would you be able to access this rail? Probably not. All right. So first impressions, the heavy edit feels like it's in a place where it's already got a lot of competition. I guess maybe for mini Splatling users, this might be an option that competes with your weapons because you don't really have a great kit right now, and maybe if its kit is better, then everyone who wants to play mini switches to that. So that could be a nice thing for the Splatlings, although the Splatlings are eating pretty well right now. It's not like there's any lack of Splatlings that can be played at top level. So, Dreadringer also, like, it's a slosher, and we already have the V slosher, which is one of the higher picked weapons in the game right now. So, I mean, I won't complain about them. It's nice to have new stuff. And the kits are, again, a big question mark, so what those end up being will have a huge impact. First map was not impressive to me at all. Second map is definitely different, which I appreciate. The question remains, is it different in a good way? Again, it might have that mahi-mahi problem where you just can't get through mid. There's not enough cover to get through mid, and it might just become a stall fest. But it looks really wide, so maybe the flank routes actually do matter there. We'll have to see. As for the new weapon kits, some of those could have a pretty big impact. Like, the ballpoint absolutely could be a big deal. Tri-Stringer, I feel like people aren't super enthused about its kit right now, and if it gets a really good kit, then it might come back. Splatbrella, I think is doomed to be at best a mid-tier right now, but maybe it becomes pickable in certain situations, which is already, more than it has. That'd be good for it. Blob kit is really exciting. I know there are a lot of Blob players who are just kind of sad with the state of the game right now for their weapon. That they just kind of got the worst parts of their previous kits. So if this one's a banger, then we might see a lot more Blobs. I still don't see it being like a really strong pick at top level, whatever it gets. But it would at least be a lot more viable. GooTuber, the main weapon has always been what's holding it back. It honestly has an insanely good kit right now, and the main weapon just isn't enough to support it, so I can't see the kit saving that one. But it could be fun. Sloshing Machine is really interesting. Because, like, any other point in the game, Sloshing Machine gets a new kit, and everyone's just like, it already has one of the best kits in the entire game. But now that the main weapon itself has been weakened pretty considerably, like, they could probably put whatever they wanted on this, and it would still be relatively balanced. Like, I don't see a kit that's that much better than Fizzy Bomb, Booyah Bomb existing for the Sloshing Machine. Like, that combination of three things is one of the best combinations that you can put together. And they really had to take the main weapon down a peg to make it less a part of the metagame. So I don't see that one really being super game-changing, but Sloshing Machine players, bucket players in general, would probably benefit a lot from having a good kit there. Then Octobrush, it's just been the one with Zipcaster for a really long time. We haven't had that many brushes. Like, it's just... I guess the ink brush has the new Vo too. I forget that thing exists because it's not great. So yeah, it's basically just been like the ink brush at top level and maybe the Octobrush if you're like a weapon specialist like Red Shell. But if this kit is a little bit stronger, then we could definitely see some more brush players start to pick that up, which would be a good thing. And please let this Dynamo be good. Please let this Dynamo have a kit that synergizes with it at all. Please give it a bomb. Like, give it something it can work with. Put Dynamo back into the game a little bit. Because there are a bunch of people who are just going to play Dynamo because B-Roller, it's fun. And you want them to have something they can play with. Tacticooler has made the current Dynamo a little bit better, but the main weapon is already relatively weak. A strong kit would not be bad for the game at all. So I'd love to see that. So that's what we had, pretty much. We had very normal update. A lot of people were speculating that it was going to be like a Splatoon 3 anniversary, like this is going to be the update that drops when at the date that the game came out, which was September 9th, I want to say, 8th, 9th, something like that. And people were figuring they were going to do more for it. So we got, the same typical number of new weapons, the same typical number of new stages. We got an adjustment to outfits, which is going to make things a little bit more expressive. I'm very curious how that actually interacts with the Octoling ponytail that you can get. Like, I think it's if you change the pigtails to being in a baseball cap, it becomes a ponytail that sticks out the back. And I wonder if that changes that at all. That'd be interesting. Maybe now you can actually have the pigtails and wear a hat at the same time. Anyway, that's not important. Maybe it is to someone. But a couple of new stages, neither of which I'm totally sold on yet. New Salmon Run map and new table turf cards. So, very standard. And I worry, the challenges as well. I forgot about the challenges. I worry that this isn't enough to keep momentum going for the game. It's like we've gotten the same kind of update like 5 times now, so I feel like people are like, oh yeah, same old, when, on the first one of these updates, like, this was pretty exciting. People are kind of settling into the rhythm of it now. I almost want them to, like, mix things up a little bit to... Even if it's not any more content, to maybe just keep us guessing about what we're going to get a little bit more. Come up with some new type of thing that they're going to do for the game. That said, when we actually get into the game, the trailer looks very much the same as what we've seen up until now. But once we get into the game is going to be very different now that these new things are in it. New weapons add a lot. New maps add a lot. It's one of the most efficient ways that you can get variety is adding new playable weapons and maps and stuff. So I'm not complaining too much. We get new stuff and we get to try it in 2 weeks. So let me know what you guys thought in the comments, and I will wait for this to say probably too much more about it until we get the new weapon kits out. Overall, I give it a B-. I'm like, yeah, neat. I'll take it. You're not getting full marks for it, but hey, I can't complain. You did your homework. You came out with what was expected of you. So, thanks for watching. See you next time.